everyone, I thought I'd do a new video and I thought I'd do it about accountability. Anyone who's been working with me in my new, what would I call it, new project, my new venture called the Goddessphere, we know that accountability has been a big theme. So, accountability is like accepting that we are the master of our own ship. So if someone upsets us, they upset us, but we allowed ourselves to be upset. If we just say someone upset us and they did it and it's their fault, well, where is our power in that? We allowed it. So surely we should be able to say, I allowed myself to be triggered. Because in not saying that, you are giving the power to the other person. So it's taking responsibility for your part in your life. It's taking responsibility for what happens to you. Accountability means you are responsible for you and nobody else is responsible for you. You are accountable for the way you react or act. So the reason I want to talk about this is because I want to talk about it in relation to spirituality. Because where I see is we are being called upon a lot now to stand in our power, to stand in our confidence, to be the person who we came here to be. Now, before we came here, many say that we wrote a soul contract on what things we were going to experience and need to learn. In some ancient spiritualities, they say that the ancestors made the plan, the bloodline planned, that's your father's line, and your mother's line, the destiny line, is there to make sure that the plan comes into action, that it happens. So this is two kind of schools of thought. The one where you make a soul contract is very much about you deciding. But I've been introduced to another concept of that by my own child, which is about your child having a conversation with part of your spirit before they came here. So the mother is part of that conversation, even unconsciously. So either way, you are being called on to be the person that either you agree to in a soul contract, if that's what you believe in, or that your ancestors petitioned and agreed and planned for you to be. Or you may believe something totally different, but anyway, there's things that you're here to do, things that you're here to experience, something that you're meant to achieve. You may have promised to be of service to humanity, and in being of service to humanity, you may have been through many trials and tribulations, many challenges, much trauma to get to a point where you want to help people because you've been through so much and you want to be able to help others who have been through the things you've been through. They say many healers have been through so much to get to the point when they heal themselves and then want to heal the world. Many of us want to heal the world before we've even healed ourselves, with that pull to our calling. So what I'm saying here is you have your purpose. If you don't stand accountable for what actions you do or what you react to, then how are you ever going to be standing in your power enough to stand in your purpose enough? How can you be purposeful if other people have control over who and what you are? If other people can make you do things and you can't say, I did that, I decided to react that way, then how are you going to stand in your spiritual power when an external force to you can make you do things? I used an example in a video, my last video, of externalizing your power being like religion. And I feel like I want to use that point again, because not everyone will have watched my last video. If you are saying that other people are controlling you, then you are not in your power. You are not in yourself. You are not controlling your own destiny. You are not the master of your ship. Somebody else is, in which case you're not where you need to be. And at this time in 2020, coming up to the 21st of December, is a time when we're supposed to get into our power, into that best version of ourselves, into our best vibration. But we can't do that without being accountable, because you can't only praise yourself when things go well but blame other people when things go bad. You can't just your ego tell you you're amazing when everything's going amazing, but when everything's going bad it's someone else or something else. And if there is a case of you made a soul contract for and you agreed for lots of different things to happen to you, then surely you can then remain accountable that you contracted it. A lot of people believe our lives is predestined. So then how are you blaming somebody else for your destiny? Even if look like they're the perpetrator of what happened to you, if it was in your destiny, why waste energy on blame? And that's the thing, it wastes energy, it wastes time, it wastes focus, all stuff that could be put on bettering you, making you into the best version of yourself for this time where humanity is trying to raise with the earth, with Gaia, up to the 5D and beyond for some people. But if you are stuck in the blame game, it's not very high vibrational, is it? And don't get me wrong, we can all get caught up in it a little bit now and again, but it's how fast you pull yourself up and realise what you're doing. It's how fast you realise that you are putting your power in someone else's hands. You don't want to give anyone else that level of power over you. Otherwise you become like a puppet on a string, like Pinocchio. And that your nose might as well grow when you say it's his fault, because that's what you look like. Everyone can see you are disempowering yourself. Now, when children are children, that's who do it's his fault. But when you've grown into an adult and you call yourself mature and experienced and grown, surely then you cannot blame others. Have you seen in bad relationships and one partner will shout or hurt the other one or hit them or something like that, and then they'll say, it's your fault. I shouted at you because of what you did. I hit you because of what you did. What type of lack of power, what type of weakness is that you hit someone because they said something that upset you, but you chose to? So this is the thing. I hope by now people who haven't really used the word accountability before are seeing what it means, and I hope that you're seeing what it means to your spiritual journey. So what I'm saying is, if you can't be accountable in life, you won't be growing spiritually either, because you are not standing in your power. And if you're not standing in your power, you can't stand in your truth. And when you're in your power, things start to bounce off you more anyway, because light, like the light attracts the moth, doesn't it? So the darkness will be attracted to your light, but all you do then is shine brighter. You don't let it overcome you and blame the darkness, because duality is just part of existence. So there's no point blaming it that it's made you feel darker. No. You shine brighter, and the darkness has to back off a bit. It'll always be there, but you're in control of that sphere of light that is the essence of you. Well, it's been nice doing this short video today. I will try and endeavour to do another video in a not too distant future. If there's anything anyone would like me to talk about, let me know. If there's anything you'd like a little tutorial on, let me know. I always say I'm not an expert, but I'm someone who, what I do know, I know with passion. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the support on my channel so far. Namaste.